Hi YouTube. I'm making a video today about the Autonomous Corporation, kind of a crypto-anarchist corporation and a modification of cryptocurrency. I've talked about this before. I've done a couple videos about it, and little did I know that within about the last month the first one has been made, and it's out there, and it's started, it's been launched, and it's going, and it's showing a ton of promise. That is, the coin I'm talking about is Datacoin, and this coin has a ton of potential in my opinion, especially if it's taken the right way. I've been interested in this concept for a long time, about 6 months. I've kind of formulated a lot of my own ideas about it, and I would like to take credit as some sort of inventor or something like that along the way. But I think it's going to be huge, you guys. And some notable characteristics of a crypto corporation are that the shares are not tied to any state currency, and rather than being traded on Wall Street, the shares are traded over the internet. And basically this entire corporate model is software inside of a computer, which makes it very hard to legislate and regulate, and really difficult to enforce any rules on these type of autonomous corporations. They really have freedom to do what they want, and that could include disregarding things like copyright law and even antitrust law. Sorry, you guys, I'm really tired. I've been up late last night because I'm really excited about this stuff. And so yeah, imagine trying to enforce antitrust law on Bitcoin. It would be almost impossible, right? It's going to be the same deal with enforcing copyright law on this corporate model. So I think this idea and this concept has a big advantage over Wall Street, because there's less need to meet regulations, and there's limited civil liability to the autonomous company, since the main asset are these shares that remain in cyberspace, and they don't have to come out of the computer. And this means that lots of valuable material and web content, and possibly including copyrighted material, could be hosted without potentially losing money to lawsuits, and this company can derive revenue and profits off of that web content. This has huge potential, and I think it's going to be massive. In my opinion, a coin like this is definitely going to surpass Bitcoin within 5 years. The value of information and autonomy in a market-based competition is tremendous, and it's going to make this idea a clear market winner. In my opinion, this concept is so powerful that it's easily, the Datacoin concept and the crypto corp concept is so powerful that it could pick off intellectual property from other companies, and this could be kind of the first company to really push around Wall Street in a way that Wall Street hasn't really been pushed around before. Wall Street normally gets its way, right? They have a lot of size and a lot of money, and they have the ability to lobby governments and change regulation in their favor. And changing regulation in your favor doesn't really help too much when the regulation isn't enforceable, and that's what's about to happen. Okay, I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I think it's good. I think it's huge potential, but that's what I see happening very soon. And this company, Datacoin, has the potential, right? So it's gonna, right now it can host a large amount of data to 500 gigabytes in this first coin. And what I see happening is that it's going to host more source code, and it's going to host protocol for an entire system, an entire corporate model based on program and based on software, and it's going to be huge. I imagine something kind of like the social function of the USPTO, except obviously not, without any sort of government involvement and regulation. But I think this company is going to employ kind of like baby currencies and create incentives for people to submit valuable information, kind of like when you submit a video on YouTube, a peer-to-peer network of people working and submitting content and stuff like that. But those people who submit the content are going to be directly rewarded for submitting the content. And on top of that, imagine combining anonymity with that. So potentially employees of large companies could even submit their employer's information, like their employer's product line and schematics for their employees' products, and open source that information online and get paid to do that, and get away with it probably most of the time, a very high percentage of the time, especially if it's done correctly, because that person can use anonymizing software. Sorry, I told you guys I'm pretty tired. Anyways, Datacoin is the first one. I think it's going to be huge. Alright? It's the start of something big. It's going to be really awesome. If you guys want to get in on something early on, Datacoin is going to be where it's at. It has such massive potential for growth, because things like Bitcoin, and you see how huge Bitcoin are, but things like Bitcoin and just traditional cryptocurrency are limited to just tradable credits inside of a computer, and they don't have any other product or service other than a trading system, and this is going to have a product and service of like just so much information, more information than Google could possibly have, because Google is limited by government regulation, right? All your favorite movies and your favorite songs. Try and look up a Bob Dylan song on YouTube. It's not there, but the autonomous corporation is not going to have any problem hosting that kind of content. And as a result, the value of this thing is going to be just so massive. It's going to be huge, you guys, and it's going to bring together has the potential to really bring together like a real freedom of information corporation, and a company whose business model is driving revenue from open sourcing information. And I think that's amazing and wonderful, and it's going to be really good, you guys. Datacoin, it's the start of something really big. You guys should check it out. See you guys.